Hello, everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. All right. Welcome, everyone. All right, guys. As you guys know, this is our Sunday class. All right. So we're going to go over Forex. All right. Forex, crypto, and futures this evening. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Taj. Welcome, Taj. Hey, Bill. Welcome, Bill. Hey, Brian. Hey, Mark. Hey, Kawisi. Hey, Ted. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. All right. So again, Forex, futures, and cryptos this evening. All right. Hey, Jonathan, welcome. All right, guys. You guys should see my screen here. All right. Monster futures. I'll go over that, but I wanted to start with this. This is pretty cool news, right? Exciting news for the stock market. All right. If you guys look here, all right, if you guys look here, this is the Dow, right? This is the current month, and we've been talking about this, right? So this should not be a surprise. We're current month, we got 1 day left, and we've got a big green candle, guys. Look at that. Big green candle here, right? Lots of buyers, right? Remember, we broke support with that red candle. We were concerned about that. All right. And buyers came in, recovered support right here, recovered, pushed the price all the way back up. So we're almost 33,000 on the Dow. This is a big move. All right. This is a big move. So we're right here. All right. And then this is the high. So if anyone is telling you that the markets are crashing right now, that's not true. That is not true. So we're right here from the high. All right. So keep an eye here. All right. So this is how far we are from the high, from the all-time high. That's it right here. All right. So we'll look for the market to hold, right? Like I said, one more day, we'll close the month and then we'll start a new month. Okay. So the next goal is to get to this high, and this is the end of the year, right? So November, December, October, November, December. That's the fourth quarter is usually the best quarter for the markets. All right. That's Thanksgiving, right? Christmas, right? All that shopping that has to be done, that's good for the equity markets. Okay. So I'm not surprised by this, right? We shouldn't be surprised. We've seen this movement happening, and this was a white candle, and it looks like we'll close the month with a green candle. All right. And that's very bullish. That's very, very bullish. So again, we'll look to test the highs here. All right. So I just wanted to go over that. You guys should see your stocks move higher. All right. All right. So let's talk about monster futures, right? As the equity markets are moving higher, the dollar is moving lower, right? Right now it's up, but it's giving us a sell signal. So we should be out of the dollar pairs long. All right. So we should be out of the dollar pairs long. We'll go through that. All right. We'll go through that in Monster Scalper. Currently, the equity markets are flat in the futures, right? Futures market, the equity. So all the E-minis are flat right now, down to flat. They're not down that much. All right. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right. Monster US 30. We'll be talking about Monster US 30 more. All right. As the Dow is moving higher. All right. We got to and send a video on Brian. And Brian is on here this evening on how he's trading. I'm very proud of Brian for trading the Monster US 30. All right. With these moves that's happening here with the Dow, we should see great things from the Monster US 30. Right. This was a first buy signal it gave on the 60-minute time frame. The entry was here. Entry was here. Sell was here. All right. And we talked about perhaps breaking through that 32,425. All right. And it did. It gave another buy signal.
Your screen didn't change, David.
What's that?
Your screen didn't change. You're still on the monthly.
Oh, hold on. Thanks for letting me know. Let's see. All right. How about now?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, you're there.
All right. Thanks, Brian. All right. So here's Monster US, the first buy signal on the 60. We do have a buy signal here on the daily. All right. So we have nice confirmation. All right. Be careful though. We might get a pullback. It's gone up quite a bit. All right. So if you guys look here, right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Okay. Of buying on the daily time frame. All right. But if you notice here on the 60-minute, all right, here was the first trade here. All right. Enter, exit. And then here's the next buy signal here on this candle right at the break of this resistance, and it's holding. It's holding nicely here. All right. So no sellers yet. No white candles, right? No red candles. So we'll continue to hold. All right. And the goal is we could perhaps get all the way up here to about 34,000 on that US 30. All right. So we'll open up the floor for any questions. All right, so let me just go through this. All right, let me go through these. All right. We'll go through this on Thursday, but we've moved our time frame on the equity markets to daily. So no longer the 240, we are on the daily. We have a buy signal, like I said, on the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ. NASDAQ is here. We should get a buy signal on the S&P, buy signal on the Russell. If the buying continues this week, the VIX is coming down. All right, VIX is coming down. All right, it's at 25. So that's good. We needed to get below 20. All right, below 20. All right. This is our monster Forex tracker. Right. The key here, guys, is that we are not in a rotation. All right. So we are not in a rotation. We do not have a rotation in Forex. All right. You guys can trade. All right. Now, keep in mind, the dollar has been going down. We do have trades going on. Hey, Carlos, welcome. We do have trades going on with the inverse, right? With the inverse pairs. All right. But as far as Forex, we do not have a rotation yet. All right. We do have volatility out of the 57 pairs that we're trading. There's 36 that are above 20 trying to break out and trend. All right. We'll anticipate this getting smaller this week. All right. All right. So we'll anticipate, we don't know yet, but it looks like, we might be in the 20s this week. All right. So we'll anticipate that Forex might dry up. All right, because what's happening is capital is switching from Forex to equities. So as the equity markets are moving higher, you're gonna have traders, right, moving from Forex to equities. All right, so and then the dollar is slowing a bit. So just anticipate that things might slow a bit in Forex, in particular monster scalper. All right. There is some trades that we've given signals on. It looks like these trades might close, but keep an eye on them. So the Aussie dollar on the 240 here. All right. And then on the 60-minute time frame, it's closed already. All right. So if you guys are trading this on the Aussie dollar on the 60-minute, you should be out. If you're trading it on the 240, be very careful. We might get a bounce here. All right. It's trading right near support with white candles. Okay. All right. So keep that in mind. All right. Keep that in mind. Hey, Corey, welcome. All right. Keep that in mind. The other one we are trading is pound dollar. So pound dollar is all the way down here. So pound dollar is all the way down here. All right. On the 60-minute, it has given a sell signal. Here's Zaire, welcome. It's given a sell signal. So here's the current signal right here, which is a sell signal. It's looking to test resistance up here. All right. So keep an eye on it. On the 240, it's still holding. On the 240, it still looks good. All right. The next one is euro dollar. All right. All right. Euro dollar is right here. All right. Euro dollar. All right. We should be out of that on the 60. All right. Let's take a look at the 240. We should be out on the 240 also. All right. And then the last one, New Zealand dollar. Now I know some of you shorted the dollar pairs. All right. If you guys can do that, just be careful. All right. Just be careful. New Zealand dollar out. We're out of this trade right here on the 60, and on the 240 it's still holding, but I would be careful. All right, if it breaks this support right here, so if it breaks this support right here, we'll get a sell signal, and we're approaching that. Right, very similar to here. Very similar to here where sellers came in. Okay, so right, so not very, the reverse dollar pair, they're not holding, they're not very strong. Okay, so just be careful. Like I said, we should get some consolidation in Forex this week. All right, so just be careful. All right, as far as cryptos, so cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, we're still holding with Bitcoin near 20,000. Okay, so currently it's at 20,592 currently. All right, it has moved up a bit, but it's still holding that support. Right, let me draw it out, and I'll open the floor in a minute here. So support is right here on Bitcoin. All right, so 20,590 is where the price is currently. All right, we might get a bid higher, so we might see Bitcoin move higher with the movement in the equity markets. Okay, so it's right here holding that support pretty strong here. We have resistance right here. All right, so resistance right now, I believe it's at about 20, 23, 24. So we'll have to get there to just, to even look at Bitcoin any seriously. I mean, we'd have to get up about right in this area here to even consider getting excited about Bitcoin. No, this is on the weekly time frame. All right, weekly time frame. So if we get more price action, we will have to change it to the daily time frame, but nothing yet. Okay, all right, I'm gonna open up the floor. Any questions for me? Any symbols you guys want to take a look at? Any symbols you want to take a look at? Any trades that you're in you want to take a look at?
Odd yen.
Odd yen, Jonathan.
Yeah.
So Aussie yen, let's take a look at that. On which time frame?
I trade off 4 hours and 15 minutes.
The 4-hour time frame?
Yes, sir.
4-hour, okay. All right, so Aussie yen. And welcome, Jonathan. Jonathan, have you been on here before? Is this your first time?
This is my first time on here. I don't know if you remember though, but there was a couple of years ago, I was trying to come to one of your classes, but it got canceled, and I was never able to make one of your classes that you hosted. This is my first time actually making your class.
Okay, so all right, in the Orlando area, Orlando office.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you're local. Okay, welcome then. Welcome. All right. So you're currently. Do you currently have a position, Jonathan?
Yes. I was in a short position, but my TP hit, and I was looking to go long on it, and I was just wondering what you thought about it.
Okay, and you're trading it on the. I just want to make sure you're trading it on the 240, right? The 240-minute time frame. That's your trading window.
I based my overall direction off the 4-hour, and I take entries off 15 minutes. So
on the 15 minutes. Oh
yes, that's my entry. That's my entry time zone.
Okay, but you don't have a trade you do or do not have a trade currently?
No trades currently. All trades closed.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. All right. We shouldn't be trading. It's consolidating right now. All right. It's consolidating right now. That whole group is mixed here. All right. So we've got up, down, up, down. It's just mixed right here. Now the yen pairs will follow the equity market. So as the equity markets are moving higher, as the Dow is moving higher, we should see the yen pairs move higher. Okay. I would say look for, you've got pretty good resistance right here. Let's move this a bit higher. All right. The 15 minutes is a small time frame, but we'll analyze it.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, so we've got pretty good resistance. I like the resistance right here. All right, here, right? All that is really good resistance. Okay, but I would say getting above here, if you can get above here, which is 95, right? You should be fine. And you'll see your 15 minutes, right? You'll see your 15-minute give buy signal. We have higher lows right here. So the trend is definitely up. All right, but we're stuck right here on this resistance right here. You see here, all these white candles here, it's consolidating right here. All right, but that you should get a move up. If that fails, breaks that trend line, right? We could get some selling to come in, but still very early, Jonathan, still very early to do anything with this. All right.
Okay.
And the whole group in particular, let's see here. 1 second here. Take a quick look at the 15-minute. All right. Oof, nothing on the 15-minute. All right. Absolutely nothing. So you would have to, here is support down here. All right. Here is support on the 15-minute. And then here is resistance on the 15-minute right here. So you would have to get past this whole area here, get above this area here. All right. And you'll see, keep an eye on the 240, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the upside, the long is probably your better trade, okay, to go long. But it's got to get through all of this on the 15-minute. And then on the 240, it's got to get past that. Let's take a look here again.
How long have you been trading for, sir? If you don't mind me asking.
What's that?
How long have you been trading, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, too long. Over 25 years, Jonathan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, long time. All right, so all this consolidation in here. So if you did this here, 240. So if you did this here, right, you'll see, right, lots of consolidation. All right, lots of consolidation right in here. So you've got to wait. Right,
Okay.
you got to wait for things to break out. Okay, so welcome. Keep coming, okay? Keep coming.
Okay.
Yeah, we've we're not in the office. We don't do the training in the office as much anymore. All right. Since after COVID, we basically we run Zoom a lot more. Okay, so thanks for finding us. Thanks for coming. All right. Anyone else? Any symbols? Anything else you guys want to look at? Hey, callers.
Hi, David. I
Hello.
have a question.
Okay.
So sometimes I notice in the past couple weeks that there's a buy signal. I don't remember which particular trade it was, but there's a buy signal on a white candle. So my question is that safe to go ahead and get in on that white candle or what?
You don't remember which pair?
I don't remember which pair it was. I did not write it down, but I was just last night I was listening to the recording about Brian,
Mm-hmm.
and he was saying that the pair that well, it wasn't in Monster Scalper because that was US 30, but he said that the buy signal came on a white signal. And I had seen that in Monster Scalper as well, and I was hesitant to get into that trade because the buy signal came on a white candle.
On a
But
white
David,
candle.
David,
Yes.
what happened?
Right.
It gave a, hey, it gave a. I know exactly what she's talking about. It gave a buy signal on the 240, but the candles were still in consolidation white on the daily, and then it had just started like before the weekend. Like I said, because it gave that 240 on a Friday, if I'm not correct. I think it's Friday, and so it came out of that week in those white candles on the daily, and then you got that full daily close. I think that first green bar, and so I said I didn't get in because it was going through the weekend, and I didn't want to get
No,
in on that 245 signal. But
yeah.
the the
So
uh, the white candles were on the daily time frame though.
I get that. I get that. But a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago, I was looking at what to get in, and there was a buy signal on a white candle. Like I said, I don't remember
Mm.
which pair it was, but there was a buy signal on a white candle, and I was hesitant to get in it because that buy signal came in on a white candle.
You shouldn't
Mm.
that shouldn't happen, Collis. You should get, no, I'm not saying that it will never happen.
Hmm.
But if you look here, all right, I would say 99% of the time when those buy signals come in, they will come in on a green candle because we need buyers to come in, right? White candles,
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen. So see here, green candle, buy signal, green candle, buy signal, right? Green candle, buy signal. So if that happened, all right, just for no big deal, forget it, because 99% of the time they'll come in on the buy signals will come in on a green candle. All
So are
right.
you saying if it does come in on the white candle, then
Well, what I'm
don't
saying
get
is
into
that
it?
there's and I'm not saying that it didn't happen. What I am saying is that, that's usually not the case. Okay. So if it happened, that's just, that's rare. All right. So if that happens, it's rare. All right. Don't pay no big deal. It's not gonna happen your buy signals will come in, and I'm gonna 99% of the time. I can't say 100%, but 99, 98% of the time it's gonna come in on a green candle. If it comes in on a white candle, I would leave it alone.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We don't see that. We don't see that very often. We don't see that very often. Okay. It's usually it will come in on a green candle because you just think, right. Now if it happens like that, right? If it comes in on a white candle, all right, just know that the buyers are not right? Wait for more buying to come in. So wait for perhaps a second or third candle that's green. So you just need more confirmation if that happens. But that's not the norm for the system. All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions? Any other questions?
Yeah. GBP JPY.
GBP, JPY. Okay, Brian. All right. What time frame, Brian? 60 or 240?
240 and 60. Yeah, 240
Okay.
and 60.
Okay. The pound yen likes to move with the Dow. So let's see here. So we're looking at the 240 first. So pound yen. Okay, so pound yen here. All right. And what are you looking to do, Brian?
Yeah, actually, I missed my opportunity, to be honest with you. But if you go to the radar, what is the radar saying for that as far as ranging? On the other
Ranging,
side. Yeah.
let's see here. Pound yen, pound yen. Oh, it's at 16.
Okay. So here's
1680.
a couple of things. Yeah. So a couple of things that were going through my mind about this trade. Yeah, you got your resistance there.
Yeah.
Two things came out. That was one, because it's been hanging around down there, and it gave a signal in a range, basically. And the entire group is, they're split, so it's not moving together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another reason why I didn't take it, even though you got that signal there. I just wasn't comfortable with that. I mean, it's gonna stop it right there.
Okay.
Because it came out a long consolidation. You see all that? This is perfect. So, it came up out of distribution. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, we got that. This is a nice. I was just talking to Zaire today, and that big long red down right there, that big long right there, that big long red line going. Yeah, that's a spring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. And so, usually when we see that, when it's in consolidation, we see that price usually goes up. I'm kind of going with the 4 phases of the market. So right now we're in a possible redistribution, right?
Redistribution?
Possibly.
Now? You say now?
Right. No. Because it just left that area.
No. We're in this is reaccumulation. If not reaccumulation, accumulation. Okay, so this is markup. All right, so this is markup here. All right. Consolidation. All right. If it had broken support down here, that would be marked down. All right. And then if it breaks new support levels, that's redistribution. No, that's accumulation. That's markup, reaccumulation, because it's moving higher. Okay. Yeah. So.
But price came up to it. Price came up. I thought if price come down, then it go across and go back up. I thought that was accumulation. Okay, I could be.
Yeah, as long as it's breaking highs, right? It's on the 60-minute time frame right here, right? As long as it's breaking that resistance, right, and it's moving higher, that's reaccumulation. Okay, that's back in that markup phase because it's holding.
Okay.
Now here, yes, if you just watching this area here, right, but it's still breaking resistance. Here's your buy signal here. This is pretty good resistance here. Okay, so if we look at the whole chart, that's pretty good resistance, right, all along here. And we got a buy signal here and it's moving higher. Okay, so if you wanted to take this, Brian, you could, you're on the 60-minute, it's good. Now it is a bit risky. We don't have the whole group, right? Now, but if you look here, but if you look here on the 60-minute, look here, we have more pairs, right? We only have 2 that's down, the rest are up. On the 60-minute now, on the 60-minute. All
Where
right.
is it at in the range? Where is it at in the range meter?
On the range on the 60-minute, that's a good question. Let's see here. Pound yen. It is at 25.65. Yeah, on the
Okay.
60-minute. Oh yeah, okay. So on the 240, it's still consolidating a bit. All right, it's still
Yeah.
consolidating a bit,
Yeah.
but not a bad trade on the right on the 240. Now look here, Brian and everyone, right? We have a buy signal. We do have a buy signal right here, sitting right here. Right? It
I
pulled back a
know.
bit. Yeah, it pulled back a bit.
Hey,
Yeah, and
but it's
now
still consolidating. It's still consolidating on that according to that range. That's why I didn't do it.
yeah.
I didn't do it because they're split. I wasn't really looking to get in on 60 minutes. I wanted to get in on 240. You see what I'm saying? So they split.
Yeah, even on the
And right
240.
now,
Yeah, go ahead.
and even right now for the 60-minute, man, that thing, I think it's too late. I think it's gone.
No.
I mean, I would wait for support and resistance on the 60 before I got in it again.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I don't think it's too. I think, as a matter of fact, I think it's right on, and this is
Okay.
why. All right. We know the yen pairs will follow the equity markets, right? So we got a nice,
Okay.
nice. Look at this, nice, right? Markup phase, and now it's given an opportunity. This was a loss here, right? But price still went higher. This was a better trade here. All right, still rocky, and then here is so you have one buy signal, second, and a third buy signal. And look at this, it's just now breaking out of here. All right, on the 240. And then on the 60-minute, right? The 60-minute, look at the 60-minute, right? You've gone past this accumulation, consolidation, right? And now you've broken out with a buy signal. So you have a buy signal on the 240, right? You have a buy signal, right? And it's nicely in that markup phase on the 60. This is, yeah. Now, is it too late on the 60-minute, right? It's gone up a bit. It's gone up probably what, 100 points?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for me
pips.
it is.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
if you look on the 240, if we look at, and I'm not saying this is an ideal trade, but it is tradable. If we go back here on that 240, see here on that 240, this is a new breakout. Now, ideally, if you had gotten in on this candle right here, all right.
Yeah.
So Friday, right?
Yeah.
Friday would have been good, but even it hasn't. It's not totally out of trading zone. All right. All right. Okay. So yeah. Now, what you could do, keep an eye on the other yen pairs, right? So this is not the only one. There are other yen pairs. Let's take a look at this one here. So this one here, it's always a good idea to look to see what the other pairs are doing. And I'll get with you in a minute. So dollar is, what's that? JPY, dollar JPY. All right. TRY, JPY. Let's see that. See that? Look at that. Look at that. On the 60 minutes. See here? Buy signal here. Look at that. Right? Nice markdown.
That's what I would wait there. I would wait on that right there, something like that. Support and resistance, then get in.
SGD, JPY, buy signal. Look at this.
Yeah, perfect.
So nice trades. We want color rotation, right? We don't have an overall rotation, but these are good trades that are setting up in the yen pairs. Yeah. All right. On the 60-minute though, on the 60-minute. Okay. New Zealand yen. Right. So we definitely have buying coming in these, right?
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah.
right. And Jonathan, which was the pair, Jonathan, we looked at? Which was the yen pair we looked at, Jonathan, for you? Aussie, was it Aussie yen? I think, yeah, it was Aussie yen. Here's CAD yen. Look at that. CAD yen, buy signal here. It's holding right here. So don't get tied to any one pair, right? These other pairs are setting up. Aussie yen is not ready yet, right? But look at CAD yen. CAD yen has a buy signal. Like, look here, nice pullback, held, right? Green candles. If we can get above 109, right, we could get a nice move here. And the other pairs are moving up. I mean, the other pairs, euro yen, right? No buy signal yet. Watch out for, so the yen pairs, guys, might be a good opportunity this week. All right, so no buy signal yet. I can almost guarantee that if we can get past, here is resistance right here, resistance, see here, pretty good resistance right here. And we want that solid resistance. We want good solid resistance, a nice wall. And that's what we have right here. So if we can break through that resistance convincingly, all right, call this with a green candle. Kind of like here, right? Nice big candle is what we would want right here, right? We'll get a buy signal. And then we would clear. And Brian, this looks a lot like, you see how they're all setting up? This looks like the pound yen, right? On the 60-minute. All right. So they're clearing that area.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now that's a great one to wait on right there.
Yeah, that's a great one to wait on. And then, you know,
what's the range number?
The range, euro yen, on the 60 minutes, that's at 31.
Okay.
That's at 31. Yep. All right. So, and it's counting that 31 from the bottom here to here. Okay. So, all right. All right. All right. Kawisi, did you have a question for me? Or wanted to take a look at a symbol?
I just wanted to know what the 240 might have said for Bitcoin, or the weekly, anything for Bitcoin.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And your thoughts, of course.
You want my opinion on Bitcoin? Oh gosh. All right. On the 240, because this is on the weekly time frame. So let's take a look at the 240. And if we can get, it's at 20,600. Now, you know, Bitcoin had gotten all the way down to about 18,000, hung around 19,000 for a while. So it's definitely moving a bit higher from support, but not even near the resistance, right? Near-term resistance is at 25,000. So if we can get more buy, if we get closer to 24,000, we'll move it to a 240 or even a daily time frame. So let's take a look at, Kawisa, I'm glad you mentioned that. Too early, but we'll see here. All right. On the 240, let's bring in more data here. On the 240, all right, so on the 240, let's bring in buy signals, because we've got it on short signals. Let's see here. Edit. So buy, we're going to turn off.
Looks like it's creating higher highs right now. Short term. Looks nice.
Yeah, so we do have, you know, we might, based on what the equity markets are doing here, we will not call it. We'll see how the price action develops, because it should, Bitcoin with the equity markets, the stock market moving higher, Bitcoin likes to follow, just like the yen pairs. They will, you know, cryptos will follow the equity markets. So we do have a buy signal. Kawisi, I'm glad you mentioned this. We have a buy signal on the 240. All right. And if you guys look here, this looks very similar to what the yen pairs always look for, right? Confirmation and from the other groups. So same here, a lot of consolidation in here, but it looks like it wants to break out. All right, this on the 240 time frame. Now this area here, 20,000, right? It's on the 240. A lot of consolidation. All right, this is where it failed. All right, so resistance is right here. This is where it failed before. This buy signal failed. Buy signal right here. All right, failed. All right, buy signal right here failed. And we have a buy signal here, and we right here, we testing, looking to break out. All right, pretty good support down in this area in here. All right, so pretty tight consolidation. All right, we might even call this on this time frame accumulation. Okay, so we need a breakout here and hold. We don't need it to break out and fail, right? So we need it to break out, hold the price, right? And then start building, right? That markup phase. All right, start building that markup phase. And if we can get around 24, 25, which is near where we have a bit of consolidation in here. Remember when we opened up, I said 24, 25,000, right? On the weekly time frame is where we would get to see buyers come in. So yeah, so Kawisi, we're starting to, it's very, very early. Very, we're just getting some daylight out of this area in here. All right. But it's something to watch. We'll keep it. We'll keep it on the 240. All right, and then hopefully, if we can get some price action building, we can move it to the daily. Okay, we will not call it on the 240. Right, it's just really, really choppy to call it on the 240. But if we can get a buy signal on the daily time frame, which is a lot more solid, right? That's a very solid buy signal. So on the daily time frame, our last buy signal came in at, like I said, right here, the 24,000 is where our last buy signal came in. Okay, so we might monitor it on the 240. All right, but 24, 25,000, we get a buy signal there, then we might have an opportunity to go long Bitcoin. And if you guys know that most of the current the cryptos out there will follow Bitcoin, so we can use Bitcoin as a gauge to get back into cryptos. Okay, so all right, so thanks for mentioning that, Kawisi. So we'll keep it. Again, confirmation, we need a buy signal unless the 240 just really develops, right? And we get in really, really good price action. And it's going through that markup phase, really nice. You know, we might call it on the 240, but that would have to see really, really good price action to do that. All right. All right. Any other questions, Kawisi, or anyone else? Any other symbols?
Yeah, David, I
Hey,
was
Zaire.
still, hey, so I'm still looking at our great Walmart and the KO, Coca-Cola. You could take a
Okay.
look at it before you go.
Okay. Let's see here. So that
I think
Walmart
you
trade.
probably want to pull out the daily, 'cause it's,
You want to see it
and
on
the
the
240, daily and 240.
Okay. Okay, so on the daily, that Walmart trade. Okay, so the daily, let's bring in a 240. You still in it, Kawisi? I mean, Zaire, you still in it?
No, I'm not, but it looks like it still has room to grow. So I'm thinking of getting back in.
Okay. All right. Well, the daily looks good. And you're trading options on these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're looking to get back in, here's the daily here. All right. Boy, it is so choppy. It closed on the high. So it closed at 142. All right. This is the only concern here. And I'm not saying it can't get past this area, but we always want to pay attention to what's above. All right, so the good news is, all right, here is support, here is support, here is support, here is support, here is support. Here is resistance, 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 right? So we know sellers are sitting here, all right, and then buyers are sitting here. Okay, so the good news is, and same thing here. All right, so we know this area here, 136 is a big number. All right. Zaire, you can watch it. I wouldn't do any charting on the 240. I would really kind of focus on here. No, trade it on the 240, but if you're looking to manage it and have a target, I would do here, right? And your target would be back up here, 152. Okay, so you've gotten past, you're back now, you're back in. Support becomes resistance. So you're now back in the box. This is our box here. Right? This is our box. So you're back in that box, right? Sellers are not in control. All of that selling right here, right? Kind of failed. And you're now back in the box. So your target, right? Not that it's guaranteed to get here. All right. But so it's at 142. So, 142 right here. All right. 150, about 10 points, right? So 152. Okay. So you could get a move similar like here. Look here, right here. Okay. Right here, right here, right here. So you're looking to get back to this area. To monitor, to watch the 240. All right. Let's see here. So I would, keep the daily like you're doing, and then watch that 240, right? And the 240 is holding well, right? Good price action. You got a buy signal here. You got through that consolidation, right? All green candles. So you should be fine, right? You should be fine. You might get a big push, right? Right to this area in here, right? But I wouldn't, I would watch the daily. And then as you get close to this resistance, 152, right, you might even want to move your time frame to a 60-minute time frame, because as price might start getting, might start slowing as you get to this area. That makes sense?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. So I would watch all three, right? Daily for your target, right? Your 240 for your trading window, and then just manage it closely on a 60-minute time frame. All right. As far as KO, let's see here. Coca-Cola. Oh, did you stay in this one?
No, I'm planning to get back in also.
Okay, but you took profits, right?
Yeah.
You took profits. Okay, good. All right. Okay. No buy signal yet on the daily time frame. Okay. We should get a buy signal soon here. All right. What I liked about this one, did we look at the weekly on this? Now this will follow, if you look here, this will follow the Dow, right? It will follow the market. So good price action on the market. So this will follow. Most of your stocks will follow the overall market. I would say pretty good resistance here. All right, let's see if we can find some support. Okay, so here is support. So a lot like Walmart, right? On the what's the daily, right? We're getting back in that box. All right, so right here, resistance is right here. We'll count this. We'll count this. So we got pretty good resistance. That's our wall, right? We've got support right here, right? Support, we'll count this. Support, we'll count this. Support. And here we are. All right, so we're back in the box. All right, so here is our box. All right, and we're back in the box. You're at $60, right? With prices back here, the selling is done. So your target is right up here. Okay, and hopefully, you know, sometimes if you get back in that area, you could break support. You're going to find some consolidation. So it might not be smooth going up. Just anticipate that. That's on the daily, but watch it on the your trading window is the 240. So buy signal, nice price action, right? On the you got a nice buy signal here. All right. Green candles holding nicely. Nice markdown phase. So the selling is done. Nice. So look at this. Really nice accumulation phase. Boom. Buyers are in. Buy signal. Now we're moving higher. Okay. So good job. Bill, did you follow Zaire in these trades, or you following him with these trades? I know you guys were
Right
working
over the
together.
falls.
What's that?
I followed him right over the falls. I took some profit on it too.
Oh, you did? Okay, good job.
Hey, David, one more thing. I know you pull up the S&P on the Monster Scalper before. I don't remember what you did. It's like $S something. I just wanted to see how you did it again.
Okay, on the S, on the, so you want to look at the S&P?
Yeah, just to see how did you you coded in. I know you did $S something. I forget what you did.
Okay, there are two ways to do it. All right, there are two ways to, well, there are several ways to do it. The easiest way is you can track the SPY. So, which is also the spiders. So you could do SPY. That's for the spiders. Okay. And you could trade it too. So if you could trade the SPY, right, for the S&P, and you can get options on those. All right. I don't think you can get options on the index. So if you do the $, let's see here. The $, let's go here. So $, what stack? Hold on. So $SPX.X, that's the S&P. That's right here. All right. But if you do the most traders, if they want to get a position, all right, trade it in the futures market, but we can also trade it, do the options on the SPY. So the options, so if we look here, Zaire, right? So here it is, the SPY, and you do options, so that'll be the best bet, the SPY, right? And then if you wanted to track the so SPY, just write this down, SPY spiders, all right? And you can get options on this, so you could get calls on this. All right, the NASDAQ, which you probably already know, the QQQ. All right, we no buy signal yet on the NASDAQ, though. We don't have a buy signal yet on the NASDAQ. All right, we do have a buy signal on, not on the daily though. I mean, we do have, I don't remember on the 240. And then the Dow, all right, and the Dow looks really good, right? So, you know, you guys heard Brian's been trading the US 30, that's the Dow, right? So if you wanted to get calls on the Dow, that's the DIA, that's the diamonds. We call it the diamonds, okay? So the DIA, okay? That's the strongest index we have right now, the Dow. Okay, and we do have a buy signal on the Dow. And then the 240. So you can track it, Zaire, the S&P, with the SPY, and do the options on the SPY also. All right, does that help?
Yeah, David, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions for me? Anything else? Anything else before we leave?
Yeah, do you like have one-on-ones with anybody in that type of nature, or do you charge for that stuff?
Yes, Jonathan, we if you can go to the website, or you can get with me directly, all right? You should have my information. But on the website, we've got coaching on the website, okay? We do the training. Like I said, you know, when you got in contact with us in the Orlando area, we were doing a lot in the office. So we've moved things a lot online. All right. So yeah, just go online to monstertradingsystems.com. So write that down, monstertradingsystems.com. Or you can just contact me 407-733-0185. Just send me a text. Okay. And I'll get with you. All right. Or email david@monstertradingsystems.com.
All right, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. And yeah. All right. So yeah, thanks for contacting, getting back in touch with us. All right. We're expecting a great week. All right. Really expecting a great week, especially with the equity markets. All right. This is a big move here. All right. This is a big move in the Dow. Okay. So I'm glad you guys are looking at, I'm glad you guys are looking to go long, right? You know, those of you trading options like Zaire and Bill, those of you who trading, we don't have a lot of traders, right? Trading the US 30, all right, like Brian. But you know, Brian, you know, stay with this, right? We anticipate, you know, this is big. This is big. And remember where we are. All right. Remember where we are. We're in the fourth quarter, right? Fourth quarter, November. We've got the holidays coming up. We should see some buying coming to the market. Okay. So now is the time to get ready. Those of you who are trading Stock Boss or Bullmaster, all right, energy stocks, we're seeing healthcare move up. All right. So now is the time. Let's make some money for the fourth quarter here. All right. So now is the time to focus. Get ready. Taj, I see you back on here. So let's get ready, make some money. All right, guys, take care. Have a great evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow's class. Okay, Q&A. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks, guys.